Hello everyone, welcome back to another Teacher Time with Kelsie and happy Friday. Today is the day that we do our author spotlight. So our author of the week is one of our children in the olive room. It's Eve Lappin. She had a really special story she wanted to share with you all that she actually wrote down in her journal probably about a month ago, and it is a story about princesses. It's one that she drew a bunch of illustrations for, but something that's pretty cool about this one too is that she didn't just even write it in her mind and have someone else write it down. Eve actually wrote down the whole story herself. So that's something that I know has been really important to Eve lately, is doing the actual writing of her story with sounding out all the words, and this is one of the stories she did that for. So I'm really excited for you guys to read it. I will be doing it a little bit different today. I don't actually have the journal here. I just have a picture of Eve's pages. So instead of me holding it up and reading it to you guys, I'm actually just going to show you the picture, and then I'll read over the words while you're looking at the picture. That way you can kind of get both, and you can see the writing that Eve did too, because I know that's something she's been really proud of. So get your cup of tea or your favorite drink, find your cozy spot, and I will send you to Eve's journal. Enjoy! Once upon a time, there were all the princesses, and they wanted to go to the forest because they wanted to find the jeweler so they could have jewelry, because they're princesses and they loved jewelry. So they went to the forest, and at the forest they saw a witch, and they ran away, but the witch caught them and locked them up. I hope you all enjoyed that story from Eve. I know a lot of you really love princesses, so I'm sure that was an exciting story to listen to. We are also going to do a retelling of a story. So Eve, just like Isabella last week, gave us a book that she would like me to retell for you. So the book that she chose is Wacky Wednesday by Theola Sieg, which some of you guys might know is another name for Dr. Seuss too. So it's written by Dr. Seuss, just on his other name. And it's a pretty silly book. It's a lot of fun, and we've read it together before in the olive room, and I know Eve really enjoys it. So I hope that you guys enjoy this retelling. It's going to be a little bit different. I will read the book, so I will be reading the pages of the book and the words, but instead of actually using the pictures from the book, I thought it would be kind of fun to do our own almost like silly thing search, I guess. It's kind of like the wacky things. So I will show you the scene, and you guys can see if you can find the wacky things that are there just using the words from the book. So it kind of sounds silly right now. I'm sure you'll see once it all comes together, but here you go. This is Wacky Wednesday. Wacky Wednesday by Dr. Seuss. Feel free to pause the video while we're reading to see if you can find all the wacky things. It all began with that shoe on the wall. A shoe on the wall? That shouldn't be there at all. Then I looked down and I said, "Oh man," and that's how Wacky Wednesday began. I looked out the window and I said, "Gee, more things were wacky," and I saw 3. I went down the hall and I said, "Hey, 3 more things were wacky today." In the bathroom, more. In the bathroom, 4. I went to the garden and I said, "Wow, 4 more things were wacky now." I looked in the kitchen, I said, "By cracky, 5 more things are very wacky." I went through the school, I kept walking along, and I saw that 6 more things were wrong. And then in the art studio, 7 more. And the Sutherland sisters, they looked wacky too, but they said, "Nothing is wacky here but you." But look, I said, 8 things are wrong here at school. Nothing is wrong, they said. Don't be a fool. I ran into school. I yelled to Miss Bass, "Look, 9 things are wacky right here in your class." "Nothing is wacky here in my class. Get out! You're the wacky one. Out!" said Miss Bass. I went out the school door and things were worse than before. I couldn't believe it. 10 wacky things more. Then I counted 11. Then 12 worse things. I got scared, and I ran, and I knocked over Patrolman McGann. "I'm sorry, Patrolman." That's all I could say. "Don't be sorry," he smiled. "It's that kind of a day. But be glad Wacky Wednesday will soon go away." "Only 20 things more will be wacky," he said. "Just find them, and then you can go back to bed." Wacky Wednesday was gone when I counted them all, and I even got rid of that shoe on the wall. Hello everyone, I hope you enjoyed that silly retelling of Wacky Wednesday. It was a lot of fun to make, so hopefully it was a lot of fun to kind of play along and see if you could find all the wacky things in there too. I am super excited to have you come join me again for Teacher Time with Kelsie. Thank you, Eve, this week for opening up your journal for us and letting us see that, and also for our recommendation. I will see you all next week. Bye.